discontinuous derivative. Yeah, I remember it. I remember it just like it was yesterday. It was one of those cases you think you know all about, but you don't. The kind where all the facts are laid out in front of you, but there's something else. Something you can't see, but you don't know you can't see it. I remember when the man first came to me. Now I couldn't remember his name if you put a gun to my head, but I remember what he looked like, explaining it all to me. That'll always be stuck in my mind like the last drops of coffee at the bottom of the cup. He was going off about something I didn't quite understand. Something about continuity and what sounded like absolute value. He said that for some reason he'd been having trouble taking the derivative at a certain point. Now I didn't have any idea what an absolute value was, but I'd taken a high school calculus class and I knew how to take a derivative. I told him it was all right, that I'd have everything figured out, and I'd get back to him before he could say differentiability. I got him out of there eventually, but before he left, he told me to take something, a slip of paper. Just in case. I decided to take a walk to clear my head. I knew I had the case all wrapped up, but I like to take a walk just before I close it for good. Get the smell of the cool night air running through my body. That's when I saw it. Something on the ground that shouldn't have been there. Well, I knew enough about math to have a basic idea what it was. There was something about it, though. Something that felt a little funny. Anyway, I didn't have time to succumb to hunches. I'm the kind of man that works strictly on fact. Hunches only get you nowhere. But it was enough to get me thinking. That graph had struck a chord in me, deep down. I could feel something, glittering, barely recognizable on the surface. Like a shiny coin at the bottom of a well. And all of a sudden I had it. I knew I'd seen it somewhere, I just didn't know where. It matched up, just like I thought it would. I guess that 12th grade math class was good for something after all. The only question was, why the jump? That line seemed to hop from -1 to 1 like there was a fire lit under its rear end. Regardless, the case was just about wrapped up for that man. I told him what I'd found, and he was very grateful. I'd solved his problem as far as he was concerned. I was still shaken, though, about that jump. What did it mean? Why was it there? What was it about this graph that caused such an anomaly in its derivative? From a first glance, you'd never tell. But there was something about that graph. Something that made it different. That was the one I never solved. I woke up nights thinking about that jump, but never struck gold. Backed myself into a corner thinking about it too much. In fact, I still think about it today. Waking up all of a sudden thinking I've got something. And watching it disappear around the corner. Just out of sight. I'm still hoping that someday I'll turn a corner and it'll be right there. Right in front of my face, as if it had been there the whole time. But no luck so far. And until I get there, I guess I'll just call it discontinuous derivative.